Good morning.
It's Saturday morning at the Garcia house.
Buenos dias.
Marlene Garcia is just waking up in her crib.
Marlene sleeps next to me because I feel she's safe with me. I wanted to have her close so I can help her.
Marlene's mom, Maria, helps her out of bed and immediately takes her to the bathroom.
Pee-pee.
At 4 years old, Marlene is still not potty trained, and she wears a diaper at night.
Sometimes she's dry, sometimes she's wet. So today she's wet.
Marlene has been potty training for over a year now, and both Maria and Marlene's father, Matias, constantly take turns helping Marlene in the bathroom.
You do pee in the toilet?
Marlene cannot talk, therefore she's unable to communicate when she needs to go.
We try to guessing what she wanted, what she crying. We try to help her, try to understand her.
Hold on.
And it's time to get ready. Maria holds Marlene's hand to guide her to the bed to get dressed.
I will help her to dress because she needs help with everything.
Maria struggles to get Marlene's PJs off.
We're gonna get dressed, Marlene. Dress. Yes.
Marlene giggles. Yet Maria tries to get Marlene to focus.
When I dress her up, I am training her to put things on. I grab her hands with my so pull up pants because that way I hope she will do it by herself.
While Marlene struggles to do simple tasks, she is a happy little girl
I love you, Marlene.
and loves to snuggle with her mom. But this can only last for a few minutes because it's a busy morning.
Mom.
Maria must get herself ready at the same time she tends to Marlene.
Just comb your hair.
She then quickly brushes her own teeth before helping Marlene.
I brush her, but it's very hard to brush her teeth. I don't feel like I brush them at all because she bites it.
It's now time for breakfast. Matias helps Marlene down the stairs very slowly, one step at a time.
I had to hold her because she's not able to do it by herself.
Meanwhile, Maria begins to prepare breakfast.
Rice and beans.
She then puts Marlene into a high chair
Up.
because Marlene still cannot sit in a regular chair by herself.
We cannot leave her by herself. We are worried about her safety.
In the mornings, Marlene likes warm milk, but she can't drink from a regular glass.
Yeah, I'm putting the milk in the sippy cup since Marlene have hard time holding a cup.
Marlene's 10-year-old sister, Lindsay, joins the family in the kitchen. And Maria makes a special small plate of eggs for Marlene.
She's not that hungry in the morning.
While Matias continues cooking, Maria has to help Marlene eat.
Since baby, we noticed that she had fine motor skill programs, grabbing stuff, grabbing the fork. She doesn't have that functional in her hands.
Therefore, Maria helps Marlene to use her fork to eat.
I constantly try to grab her hands to focus in what she's doing.
Maria also tries to teach Marlene how to hold a regular cup, but as you can see, Marlene struggles and gets juice all over herself.
Hold on. Yes.
Lindsay then takes over for her parents to watch Marlene.
We cannot leave Marlene alone because anything can happen with her.
Both girls are nearby in the living room,
We're gonna play with the vacuum.
so their parents can finally eat some breakfast.
No, you have to do it.
Marlene enjoys following her sister, yet Marlene has a difficult time focusing. So Lindsay finds other toys.
But we're building a tower.
But just as they start playing,
Bathroom time. No, you have to
Marlene, you pee in the toilet, Marlene.
You take her.
because Marlene cannot communicate when she needs to go to the bathroom, her parents have her on a schedule.
Every 30 or 45 minutes we put her in the toilet. Every time, teach her how to go to the bathroom.
Hold on.
When Marlene is done, Matias decides to take Marlene for a walk.
On weekends, they have Marlene to walk on the neighborhood, on the sidewalk.
Down? Yeah?
Marlene relies on her dad to help her walk.
All the time she grab my hand. I think she's afraid to walk by herself. Because we got 10, 15 minutes with her, she get tired. Then we'll be back to the house.
Back at the house,
Morning.
Good morning.
Miss Chatty.
Hi, how are you?
Sherry Pincus, a behavioral therapist, arrives to begin Marlene's applied behavioral analysis therapy session.
Hi. Hi, you. You ready? You ready to start? Hey, come on. Time to go potty.
And it's back to the bathroom. Potty training is just one part of Marlene's therapy session.
But as you can see, when we're in there, I'm still full physical, prompting her to pull down her pants, pull up her pants. All of the parts of the toileting routine need to be completed for her. Pull up.
After 5 minutes,
This way.
it's time for Marlene to sit down and work, beginning with matching pictures with words.
Bowl. Chair. Bowl. Marlene, touch. Chair. Good job. There it is. You got it, miss. Awesome. She can sometimes communicate when given pictures, but again, it's not independent or spontaneous right now. Zach.
Marlene also works on using her fingers or fine motor skills.
There you go. So she's getting better at kind of gripping or holding on to things, but again, it's kind of that full fist grip. Ready?
Sherry works with Marlene on brushing her teeth. And while Marlene doesn't like the toothbrush,
Okay. Ready?
you can see Marlene is having fun, looking at Sherry and even laughing.
She definitely is kind of more social. If you see, she kept trying to like lean on me or sit on top of me and things like. She definitely likes that kind of physical and verbal attention.
Marlene has therapy sessions every Saturday and Sunday mornings.
We started like 2 years ago, ABA therapies. It's hard, it's frustrating because I don't have my weekends to go out with my family.
And what makes this even more difficult for the Garcia family is knowing that Marlene would have never needed therapy and her life could have been so much different. According to Dr. Robert Lair, MD, board certified in pediatrics with added certification in developmental pediatrics, Marlene Garcia suffers from severe injuries, including severe physical and cognitive delays, and fine and gross motor skills delays, which were caused by hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy at or near the time of birth.
She's behind, yes. She's very behind. She's 4 years and a half. She needs a lot of assistance.
All of this because Marlene suffered a lack of oxygen to her brain at or around the time of delivery.
It's really sad for me.
The family now must focus their lives around caring for Marlene.
Marlene, you want to go to the park?
Even a simple trip to the park is a lot of work for the family, starting with putting a diaper on Marlene.
We're going to put pull-ups on.
Again, Marlene cannot do this by herself, and she depends on her mom to do it for her.
We put on her pull-ups in case we don't have a bathroom nearby because she's not telling us when she needs to go.
It's a family effort to help Marlene get ready.
Now we're gonna put the sock on.
Because Marlene doesn't seem to understand, nor does she have the fine motor skills in her fingers to put on her socks, her special braces, or her shoes. Her dad does it for her.
All right, you all set, Marlene?
Let's go. Up. She can't go in the car by herself, so I always help her.
Let's go, Marlene.
Once at the park, Marlene depends on her family to help her get around.
Come on, Marlene.
Physically, Marlene struggles to walk. She tends to walk on her tiptoes and at a slow pace. She also struggles with balance, which is why she frequently likes to hold on to those around her.
It's really hard for her to walk. She walks by slow.
Let's go over here, Marlene.
She needs help always coming up the stairs.
Marlene struggles to keep up.
Up.
3, 2, 1.
One more time. One more time.
It's unclear what Marlene would like to do because she cannot talk.
We can't understand what she wants. It's tough.
Come on, use the rail. For me, I would love to hear her talk and everything because it's kind of sad that she doesn't talk.
According to Dr. Lair, speech therapy will be especially important to Marlene as professionals assist her in developing an effective system of communication.
We're working hard for her, teaching her, helping her all the time.
During the week, Maria and Matias both work full-time jobs.
I wake up every day from Monday to Friday, 4 a.m., leave my house like 4:30 a.m.
Maria is responsible for getting Marlene to a handler on the school bus at 8 a.m., and then she is off to work.
I'm full-time job, mom, cooking, laundry, cleaning. It's hard.
At school, Marlene is supervised by multiple teachers and assistants in the classroom. While Marlene is expected to be in special education until she is 21, experts believe Marlene will require much more than what special education can provide. Life care planner Nancy Bond showcases this in Marlene's life care plan. While it is assumed Marlene will receive a limited amount of rehabilitation therapy services, it is not assumed that these services will be sufficient to meet the totality of Marlene's needs, nor will they enable her to reach her optimal potential. At the recommendation of Dr. Lair, the Life Care Plan provides Marlene with complimentary physical, occupational, and speech therapy services throughout much of her developmental years. Right now, the Garcias make sure Marlene is cared for every minute of the day.
Good job.
It's nonstop for the family.
It's hard for us because we come from work, come tired, and we need to come and help Marlene.
We are tired. Everybody's tired. You can see in our faces that we are tired. It's not easy.
The Garcias keep going straight into the evening. Before bedtime, Maria gives Marlene a bath.
Up, yes.
Helping Marlene into the tub.
She's getting tall, getting heavy. It's not easy.
Marlene does not engage in washing herself.
You like it? You like taking a shower?
After bath time, Marlene requires full assistance putting on her diaper as well as her pajamas.
Let's go to the bed, Marlene.
And she also must be lifted into her crib.
It's hard because she's not doing things by herself. It's frustrating. Good night, Marlene. I love you.
Experts say Marlene will never be able to do basic daily living activities by herself. In fact, she will require 24/7 care for the rest of her life. In Dr. Lair's expert opinion, it is anticipated that while Marlene will gain skills over time, the gap between her abilities and that of her same-age peers will not close. In fact, that gap is likely to widen, as Marlene is not able to meet the developmental milestones of elementary and secondary educational programs.
Let's go, Marlene.
And while the Garcias are able to care for Marlene now, they worry about the future.
So I wonder when she's big, what's going to happen with her?
Give me a hug.
The way I see right now, she always needs somebody with her to take care of her.
The Garcia family adores Marlene.
Marlene is my little princess, my baby. I love her.
Yet they also know life did not have to be this way for Marlene.
I love her so much because, she's my only sister, and, she's really special in my life.
But with Marlene, my life changed.
It's sad for me. It's not fair. That's what I say every day.